What up guys? Gonna make a quick video here, similar to my previous video where I talked about the top pros of having a scooter over a motorcycle. I'm on my motorcycle now. I'm gonna talk about the top pros of having a motorcycle over a scooter, because it's only fair. Not only to give an unbiased review for you guys about it, who are interested in either getting one or the other, but because motorcycles without a doubt do have pros that scooters can't offer really. Let's get the most obvious one out of the way. Motorcycles generally are more powerful. They're usually quicker, faster, overall a sportier feel. I'm really revving this bike out. Someone in front of you? Why are we not going? Scooters, on the other hand, tend to be more tame, slower to accelerate, lower top speeds. They're good for casual riding, but once you want to get that sporty feel, sporty ride, scooter's not going to cut it. Likewise, if you do a lot of faster riding, scooter's not going to keep up as well. There are large scooters which are decent for highways, but again, they do tend to be a little less powerful and have less passing power up there. So if you are someone who is going to do a lot of commuting on higher speed roads, a motorcycle, chances are, it's going to be a better fit for you. Another thing which might depend on how important it is to you, but aesthetics, look-wise, motorcycles are a cooler looking bike overall. For me, that was a pretty big reason of why I wanted a bike. There's really no comparing the looks of a motorcycle to a scooter. Styling wise, again, yeah, there's really no comparison between the scooter and the motorcycle. Community is another thing. Motorcycles typically have a more established community of riders. You're more likely to do a motorcycle meetup rather than a scooter meetup, especially in the US. Similar to that, as negative as it is to say, scooters are taken as a joke usually, and they don't get as much respect. Oh, you're on a little scooter. People don't respect you as much really, which is a stupid thing, and I completely don't agree with it, of course, because I am a scooter owner and a motorcycle owner, and I understand that scooters do in fact have better qualities than motorcycles in certain aspects, which a lot of people don't realize. But anyway, sticking with just the pros here of a motorcycle, yeah, you've got a more capable bike that also looks better with the whole community aspect there. Fun factor, if I didn't already say it, I mean, it's a lot more fun to just be on a motorcycle than a scooter for the most part, when you're in the right riding situations. When it comes to just regular commutes here, where my scooter is also just as capable for the most part, doesn't really matter, especially if I'm just trying to get from point A to point B. I'm not really in it for the ride. The experience, the actual riding experience of shifting, makes having a motorcycle really special. Being able to really control your bike is a huge aspect of riding, in my opinion. Very similar to that, with a motorcycle, you feel like you have more control over it, or riding it, you're typically lower and closer down to the bike. You're typically throwing it around a lot more, so you can really get into those corners if you want. I feel like I had a lot more pros in the Scooter Pro video, and I think the reason for that is they're not as common, and a lot of people don't have experiences with scooters, so I felt more of a need to kind of think about it before doing it. Whereas with a motorcycle, they're a little more obvious, if you will. The power, the cool factor, the look factor, and all that. So I felt like a need to really highlight the pros of the scooter a little more. And the fact that I list more reasons for the scooter over the motorcycle doesn't mean that a scooter is better. Again, the reason I'm making these videos is to highlight that each has its own benefits. Scooter is great for certain riding situations. A motorcycle is great for certain riding situations. There are times when you will prefer one over the other. With my experience riding both, I'm allowing my viewers to understand that. To understand that there are going to be times when your motorcycle isn't going to be as convenient or even capable, in a sense, to if you had a similar scooter. On the other hand, if you're a scooter owner right now considering a motorcycle and you're like, do I really need that motorcycle? Well, it depends. Yeah, if you're like a scooter owner and you want to know, are there any benefits to me getting a motorcycle as well? Yeah. If you're doing that kind of riding, you want the faster bike, more sporty feel bike, or if you do a lot of either highway riding or possibly thinking of going to a track later if you think that might be a hobby you want to do. But anyways, guys, for all you prospect motorcycle or scooter buyers out there, either if you already have one or the other, or you're considering just getting one of them, this video is hopefully helpful. Cleared out some of the main differences between motorcycles and scooters. This video specifically has focused on why motorcycles are better than scooters. Check out, again, the previous video of why scooters are better than motorcycles. Again, I did place a lot of focus on that first one just because the pros of scooters are not as obvious, and I definitely wanted to do a good job at sharing the other side of the story there. But as always, guys, until next time, peace.